Hello, dear friends, and today on VFX and more, we're going to look at the use of visual effects in the movie Titanic. The first thing we will talk about is the making of the replica Titanic. One of the most impressive aspects of Titanic is the full-size replica of the ship built for the film. The massive set was built in a large reservoir in Mexico and took over 1 million gallons of water to fill. To create the illusion of a sinking ship, the scene is divided into sections that can be flooded and tilted at different angles. The complicated sinking of the Titanic took 4 months to film and required the cast and crew to work 6 days a week, sometimes 18 hours a day. Attention to detail in shipwreck amusement. The Titanic shipwreck in the film is meticulously researched and recreated based on eyewitness accounts and historical documents. James Cameron and his team worked hard to make sure every aspect of the sinking was accurate, from the position of the lifeboat to the way the ship broke apart as it sank. This attention to detail gives the film a sense of authenticity and helps to enliven the tragedy of Titanic with reverence and authority. However, the film's depiction of the Titanic disaster is not without controversy. Some felt the film did not respect the memories of the real victims of the tragedy. However, James Cameron said that the film is a tribute to the courage and spirit of those who lived and died on the Titanic. He believes the film can help people understand and appreciate the severity of the disaster in a respectful and inspiring way. The moment of hitting the iceberg. A combination of practical effects, including water cannons, were used to create the splashes, impacts, and icy water sprays during the collision sequence. This helped the actors react more convincingly to the ship's impact with the iceberg. While the film utilized practical effects extensively, CGI was also employed to enhance and extend certain scenes. Computer-generated imagery was used to create more realistic-looking water, ice, and background elements. Additionally, digital compositing techniques were used to blend practical and digital elements seamlessly. The filmmakers used physics simulations to recreate the impact of the collision and the damage it caused to the ship. This involved simulating the behavior of water, ice, and the ship's structure under various conditions. The legendary shot on the bow of the ship. This set was built on a hydraulic rig that allowed it to move and tilt realistically. This set provided the physical environment for the actors to interact with each other and their surroundings. In some shots, a green screen background was used behind the actors. This allowed for the insertion of a digital recreation of the ocean and sky in post-production. However, it's important to note that the primary focus was on the practical set and the actors' performances. Wind machines and water sprays were used to create the sense of movement and wind as the ship sailed through the ocean. These practical effects added to the realism of the scene and helped the actors react authentically to the simulated conditions. The lighting was carefully designed to capture the mood of the scene, and the cinematography played a crucial role in framing the shot and emphasizing the connection between the characters. The magic of visual effects. Titanic pioneered the use of computer-generated imagery, CGI, to create incredible images. CGI was revolutionary and set a new standard for how special effects were used in filmmaking. James Cameron originally planned to shoot the entire film using miniature models. However, after conducting extensive research and testing, he decided that CGI would be a better fit for his vision. Titanic's use of digital effects allows the depiction of the Titanic and its sinking to have incredible accuracy and detail in the film. Cameron and his team used CGI to create the entire ship, down to small details like the individual panels on the hull. The film's use of digital effects also helped create many of the key moments of the disaster, such as the scene where the ship was broken and the stern sunk. These images have been further enhanced using hands-on physical models and effects, creating a seamless natural and digital fusion. In the years since its release, Titanic's use of digital effects has had a lasting impact on the film industry, inspiring many other filmmakers to embrace the power of digital technology. The film's stunning visuals are testament to the creative and technical innovations that made James Cameron's vision a reality, and they continue to captivate audiences to this day. The cast and crew endured hardships. Making the movie Titanic was a difficult and complicated experience for the cast and crew. Kate Winslet, who played the lead role of Rose, contracted pneumonia during filming and spent many hours in cold water, often wearing a wetsuit underneath her outfit to keep warm. To simulate the frozen waters of the North Atlantic, actors often have to act in frozen water, which has a physical effect on their bodies. Adding to the challenges, the crew had to deal with the logistics of filming in a large water tank, which required moving large amounts of water and using special effects to simulate a shipwreck. The Titanic sinking process alone took 4 months of filming, and the cast and crew worked 6 days a week, sometimes 18 hours a day, to bring the film to life. In addition to the physical difficulties, actors also faced the emotional demands of their roles. The depiction of the Titanic tragedy in film required them to bring a deep emotion and realism to their performance that is sometimes only accessible. Despite the challenges, however, the cast and crew of Titanic remained committed to bringing James Cameron's vision to the screen and creating a film that remains an epic masterpiece of cinema.